Within the end of that week, they had sentenced him to death.
But it was overturned.
Well, the thing is it was overturned after 4 months, so Amir had to languish in prison in solitary confinement for 18 months, not knowing when they were going to come and execute him for baseless espionage charges that we as a family and the U.S. government condemned because we asked on what grounds was there proof for them to submit this when we had asked, when he with permission from their consulate went to Iran. He's not going in as a spy. What spy carries all of their personal identification and goes to the Iranian consulate in Washington, D.C. and gets permission to go. Now, they did in March, the Attorney General of Iran announced that due to insufficient evidence, those spy charges.
But it's a game.
So now,
but he's still behind bars.
They switched it to 10 years of cooperating with a hostile government. Now our question is,
which is the United States.
Well, exactly, but if Iran and the United States are cooperating right now and negotiating and already have secured a deal,
Iranian deal,
okay, why then is Iran technically, the United States is not in their books as a hostile country?
Well, I know that Congressman Kildee, the Flint congressman, did not want to make this a part of the Iranian deal. He could not be with us live today, but we had a chance to our reporters to talk to him, and this is what he had to say.
We don't want to put Amir or his freedom in a position where it's contingent on the success of the nuclear agreement, nor do we ever want to include the freedom of an innocent American as part of a transaction in a nuclear negotiation, maybe exchanging him for something that would make the world a less safe place.
You know, he went on to talk about the State of the Union and how he left the seat empty to show the power and his strong feelings about this. Let's hear this before we continue with Sarah. Let's go back to the congressman.
Every member has one guest that they can invite to hear the president deliver the State of the Union. I left my seat empty because I want to hold that seat for Amir Hekmati. So I look forward to that. And I know for the family, this is more personal. They just want to have him home.
It is personal. I mean, how does the government, this guy has no human rights. You have no idea the condition he's in, his health. You don't even know if you would even recognize him. It's lonely. You know the kind of regime. It's retaliation for serving in the United States military. It's really an attack on America and our ideas. It seems as though you're in a helpless situation. Even our government can't bring your brother home.
It's very frustrating, and we as a family, we're not a political family. We obviously are stuck in between this political struggle between the U.S. and Iran, and Amir has nothing to do with this. And so we really, our plea has been not only to hold responsible the Iranian government, but the U.S. government has a moral obligation. Amir served this country, and that needs to be taken into consideration. And really, you know, obviously, Congressman Kildee, he's been a champion for this cause. We really are humbled by his support. Everybody on Capitol Hill
But it's not enough.
Tells us
you want your brother home.
We want.
You want results.
We absolutely need
He
it.
fought. He gave his years to our military.
Well,
he fought for this country.
And not only that, my father's health is deteriorating.
Brain cancer.
During the time my brother was there, my brother had no idea this had even happened. My father got a brain tumor. He was forced to resign from Mott College, where he's been a professor for so many years, and then concurrently after that suffered 2 additional strokes, which have left him wheelchair-bound, needing round-the-clock care. And really, time is of the essence. The Iranian government knows this. The U.S. government knows this. My brother is anxiously, every time now, as of the past year, he's been allowed phone calls, calling not about himself or his situation, but about how is my dad. And it tears us apart as a family. We are hurting because now it's going on 4 years. Amir, not only is he the first American to be sentenced to death since 1979, he is now the longest held American citizen in that prison in history. It will be over now 1,400 days. So we had the American hostages that were held back in '79 in the U.S. Embassy in Iran. He's been held way beyond that. And we need to take this effort to raise awareness, put political pressure, and bring him home.
Listen, you hear about the Washington Post journalist who's being held there. You don't hear about Amir.
Well, obviously, the Washington Post journalist is a journalist. He has the whole journalist community to support his efforts and to support his campaign. I mean, we have had a fraction of the military community really put their effort and be a voice. The general American public, as you know, Montel Williams has been a big champion. He's a veterans advocate, really helped to amplify things. And so, you know, we appreciate everybody's efforts, but it's never enough until Amir is home.
Well, what about your United States senators? I mean, listen, obviously, this Amir has done no wrong. He's the victim of a political charade, a political game between the United States and the Iranian government, and that the Iranian government can be so petty and so small to use a soldier to punish him as if to punish the United States. It's just outrageous. And you're talking about negotiating an Iranian deal in good faith, and you cannot show good faith by releasing these hostages who's done no wrong. You're holding them against their will. Obviously, the stress of Amir being in jail has contributed to your father's health deteriorating. Obviously, it's the stress. All this is impacted because he wants to see his son.
Absolutely. And he's really holding on to hope that he can have that opportunity, you know, but really it's 4 years now. On August 29th is too long. It's heartbreaking. My mom is deteriorating. She's his like round-the-clock caretaker. She can't even focus her energy now on getting her son home. It's like taking care of his
and
father.
the emotional toll, even on yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't understand how you can hold it together.
I have my days, and so really we just try our best.
Hold there, because I'm just as